Hey you guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of my question and answer video for the older subscribers, so meaning 25,000 subscribers or below, like when I hit that point. So I was going through your questions and it was like going long. I still have so many more questions to hit, so I decided to do a part 2. If you are a newer subscriber, and I'm also making a video for you guys that will answer questions that probably people that have been around longer already know, so didn't want to repeat. So you can check out part 1 and 2 of this, or just one single video for those of you who kind of are getting to know me for the first time. Okay, so let's get started. I'm reading questions. I've got my questions over here this time because my neck was like kind of hurting from looking down, so I'm going to be looking this direction and tapping and scratching on my table as I share with you. So this question is by Hale Y. I'm probably not saying it right. I'm an OG viewer. I think I was around before you reached 5K, and I'm so happy to see that your channel has grown so much over the years. My question is, why don't you ever make sponsored videos? I'm personally quite fond of them because they introduce me to some really cool items from smaller companies. And she just has a few other thoughts on that. Yeah, that's a good question. I guess I don't know why. I don't really know why. I guess I've never been approached to do that I know of. And I have had a few people send me items. Like one time I did a video with some cell phone cases that they sent me for free, but I didn't like get paid for it. And then sometimes I got some necklaces another time for free and gave you like a link both times. That's the only thing I've ever done. So I've never actually, like you said, get sponsored, like make money from it. Yeah, I mean, I'm open to it. I just haven't quite gotten there or done that yet. So I will consider it. And that's awesome that you've been here since 5K. Thank you so much. The next one is, let's see, I'm scrolling. This is Ayana Sivi. I'm, again, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your channel or your name on YouTube. I've been watching your channel since when you had 10,000 subscribers. I honestly do not know how you have 1 million subscribers. That is very kind of you. But it's interesting because you said, my question is, why don't you ever show your face? I did answer this in the previous video, but I feel like it's asked so often that I'll just quickly hit on it. Multiple reasons. One, I had a friend before I started my channel who had like basically people trying to find her home, and they did find a home, and they had to call the police, and it was like quite a scary event for them. And so that's like how I started YouTube right after that, and so just kind of cautious, and then just the fact that it's the internet, and it just kind of never goes away, and everybody can see everything you do. So I kind of just like the idea of being anonymous, even with my face. You never know, maybe in the future that will change, but as of now, those are some of the reasons. But it's interesting that you're the one that said, I don't know why you don't have 1 million subscribers. And I do think when you don't show your face, it's a little less personal. You can't see me, so I'm sorry for that, but I hope you understand that is just something I value at this point, and like I said, maybe it'll change in the future, but I'm still not quite there. And so maybe that does affect the subscribers I have, or how many I have, I don't know. But I'm super thankful for those of you who subscribe, even though I don't show my face. Let's see. Super Stelly says, hello Villa, I remember finding your channel when you were around 10,000 subscribers and loved your tapping videos with soft speaking. My question for you, how did you and your husband meet? What was your favorite learning experience in school or at work? And then she says a few other sweet things here. So the first question I answered in the part 1 of this, so I won't do that. The second one, what is your favorite learning experience in school or at work? That's a great question. Okay, my favorite learning experience was I have a degree, I don't think I've ever shared this, in linguistics. It's the study of language. And we did a project in my historical linguistics class where we were given a language just written down, and they called it language X. And we were supposed to try using research in the library and anything to find out what is this language without cheating. And there was a way to cheat at that time, but obviously we're trying to learn this, so I didn't want to cheat, you know, like I want to learn it, and what's the point? So I remember having the greatest fun. Like, sounds funny, but I really like language. So I was running all over the library looking at books and reading things, and I was finding connections. I felt like a spy or something like that. And like I was able to come up with a language that was as close as I could possibly get. And I remember writing in my paper like, hey, you know, I got as close as I could. I'm pretty sure I'm not right on, but this is as close as I could get to what I think it is. So I know I'm not like correct, but here's the direction and here's why I think it's close to this language family. And it was really a great experience because we did have quite a few people in the class who did cheat and just got the answer. But of course the professor knew if they couldn't explain how they got there that they had just cheated. Because you'd have to explain, like, it's connected to this and this and this and this is how I got here. And that was a really cool experience because I remember that they actually gave me like an award at the end of the year. Like I got a award for, it was like an undergraduate award for, I don't know, excellence. It's not, you know, something like that. I was like, wow, okay. And it was because of that. So it was really cool because like she actually awarded me something because I did not cheat. And that was, you know, that's kind of cool, right? So and here's the point, I didn't get the right answer. So I shouldn't have gotten an award in a sense. Other people got the right answer and they actually got in trouble for that. So it's like kind of cool, you know? People just thought, well, if I cheat, I'll get a better grade, right? So, and that wasn't the case. That was a really cool learning experience. That was a really good question. So this next person asked 2 questions. Lillian Ariola asked, who's your favorite ASMR artist? That's easy for me. It's Minx Laura 123 ASMR. That's the name of her channel. I just love her voice. I love her tapping style. She does fast tapping, and I'm all about that, as you know. It's a bit hard to find fast tapping channels in comparison to slower, and so, or just in general, like more fast or aggressive ASMR than slower and calmer, because I actually am drawn to the faster movements like that. So I love her channel for that, and she's just adorable and really sweet and creative and playful and just fun. She puts out tons of videos. I'm so thankful for her because I literally watch her videos almost daily. I love a ton of ASMR artists, but she's my favorite. And then also the second question, what's your favorite thing about ASMR? You know, I love that it helps people, right? It's so awesome that people can sleep better. People with anxiety are able to kind of relax a bit. For me, I do have a tendency to wake up in the middle of the night, just here and there, and instead of just falling back asleep, my brain can get going, and I have dealt with anxiety throughout my life, and so I am really, unfortunately, quite good at overthinking and psyching myself out. So ASMR has really blessed me, because if I do wake up in the middle of the night and I find myself going, oh, what if you can't fall asleep, or what if you were to think about this and get yourself into an anxious situation, like it's like you're afraid of the worst case scenario. It's no good, right? I'm sure some of you have dealt with this, and my heart goes out to you. So ASMR really blesses me because I can pop a video on and it just like takes my brain away from my own thoughts and my own fears, and it kind of focuses me on something else. So that, yeah, so honestly, it's a tool for me, with sometimes a tool for anxiety, especially for me during the middle of the night, where it's just, there's nothing that you can do other than lay in your bed, and it's not like you can start talking to someone, or you know what I mean, like it's nighttime, you know, to distract yourself a bit. So I really have found that as a really great tool. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Punk Frog says, I'm definitely an older subscriber. I've been here for a long time, lol. My question is, at first were you ashamed of doing ASMR or didn't want people to know about you doing it? Like your husband, for example. No, not at all. I explained to my husband right off the bat. I explained to my close family and friends very quickly. And no, I was not. I'm not a very traditional person, and all my friends and family know that about me, so it might have been a bit easier for me to be doing something that's seen as a bit quirky. I tend to not care if I'm doing something different than what maybe people consider normal or traditional. So that could be just because of who I am, and because, to be totally honest, I know some of you hate when I mention God, but I just don't care. I'm going to mention God. He's way more important to me than anything else. So yeah, because of God, I just don't really care a ton if people think I'm a bit not normal or not doing something that everyone says you should be doing. Because for me, that's not valuable. And I give thanks to God for that. Yeah, so actually I was not ashamed at all. I was pretty excited. And I think that affects maybe the people around you. If they know that it's not going to bother you or you're not going to be ashamed of it, maybe it affects their response. I don't know. Good question though, because it is a bit of a quirky thing to explain to people. So M. Darcy says, hello, I am an older subscriber. I love your content. I was wondering what your favorite books are, and if you have any favorite Christian speakers or authors. Yeah, so I do. Let's see. My favorite books. You know, I mentioned favorite books, fictional, in the last video, so I won't answer that here. Do I have any favorite Christian speakers or authors? Well, I did mention Frank Peretti in the first video. Is a favorite author of mine. I love Neil Anderson. It's not fiction, it's truth. What's the word? Non-fiction. There it is. It's funny, I have a favorite Christian artist, like singer. Her name is Brooke Fraser. She sings with Hillsong. In terms of other authors, I think that's only a couple that I would really say. I'm sure there are many that I'm not like thinking of at the moment. I have a favorite, like, yeah, I can't remember his name right now. It's just because my favorite book is called You Are Special, in terms of like, it's a children's book actually, and I did a whole video on it once where I read the book, and I'm slipping on the author's name right now, but you might know it. You Are Special. Yeah, sorry, can't remember the author name, but that's older subscriber here. This is, I won't even try to pronounce this name because I'm going to mess it up for sure. Older subscriber here. 1, do you ever plan on ever doing a face reveal? Already answered that in the last video. Likelihood no, maybe sometime though. Let's see, and number 2, a dream place for you and your husband to visit and vacation at. Oh, okay. A dream place. That's a good question. So I've traveled a lot, and this is gonna sound funny, but like staycations are now my favorite thing. So like if it was my dream vacation with my husband, I know this isn't visit, but like I would do a staycation here where I live where we just don't have work to do and we get to like visit the things around us in our area. So maybe go see like a show or eat some food or things like that. Just enjoy the area that we're in, where we can take day trips as opposed to like flying somewhere. Because I'm kind of, yeah, I think I got a bit tired of a lot of traveling. So yeah, that's at this point what I would say. The only other thought I have is at some point I would like to go to Italy, because I've never been, and I am actually 50% Italian. So that would be quite cool. This is Kylie M. Old sub, you're my favorite ASMR artist. Would you ever consider going on the Tingles app? I don't even know what that is. First of all, thank you for saying I'm your favorite. That's incredible. That's awesome. And yeah, I don't know what the Tingles app is. I'll have to look into that. What is that? You guys know what that is? Oh my gosh. This person is ASMR Christina. I remember watching your first video when it first came out. I would say I'm OG. LOL. That's great. Yes. That's so cool. I gotta check out your channel. I don't even think I've seen it. I need to go look at your channel. Okay, so Julia Juby says, hi, I think I'm an older subscriber. I was wondering, would you ever consider doing a word triggers video, or including it in one, like repeating words or phrases, etc.? And what advice would you give to someone who wanted to start their own ASMR channel with a low budget for cameras and mics? That's awesome. Yes, I would consider doing a word trigger video. I've never really done one, but that's a great suggestion. Do you guys have any words that you would want repeated? Phrases? Let me know. In terms of advice, in terms of low budget, you know, I just use your phone. Like, if you have a phone that does video, like, don't even worry about it being like amazing. Like, my videos are super like, I don't have like a ring light or any of this stuff. I just have a video camera, and I do have an audio recorder, a Zoom recorder here. But I would say if you're just starting off low budget, just use your phone. Like, tingles don't always come from like the video being like greatly produced or whatever. I have a very simple, I've literally used this table since I put my first video out. And so, I mean, of all people, I keep it really simple. So I would just say use your camera. I mean the camera on your phone. If you happen to have a video camera, just use that. You don't need audio at first. It does help to get more, the sound a little bit clearer, but I watch plenty of channels that don't have any equipment, just like their phone, and I love it. I think ASMR Spring, she's a channel I love, and she often films just on her phone, or even like, I think her laptop might even have a way to record it or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I love her videos, so I would do that. And the other thing I would say is just make the video and put it out. Don't worry about it being perfect. That's just my advice. My husband and I are different in that way. He's a perfectionist, and so if he were to do what I'm doing, it would take all his time to make it perfect, and it'd be a better video. Let's be honest. But he wouldn't be able to put out videos regularly because of that. So, I mean, just a piece of advice, just start and do it, and don't worry about what people will think. Do what you know you would get triggered by. So for me, it was fast tapping and talking, so that's kind of what I do, because I guess that's what makes sense to me. So next is Jedi Paws. Like pause in a dog's paws. It says, I think I'm an older subscriber. And some questions: how did you find out about ASMR and decide to make your own channel? I feel like you've said before, but I can't quite remember. Okay. And a few more questions. Let's start with that one. found out about ASMR because I was looking at a hair video, a hair tutorial on YouTube, and fell into like an ASMR hair brushing video and was like so relaxed by watching it. That's how I came into that. I'll be brief, but basically growing up I always experienced it. I just didn't know it was like a thing. So if I saw someone brushing someone else's hair, I would get tingles. Or if I saw someone doing even just a certain motion, like rummaging through their purse, I would get tingles. So when I saw that video and did some research on what it was all about, I realized, oh my gosh, this is awesome. It's like a thing. I can watch these videos all the time. And so that's what got me interested in making my own videos too. And do you have any pets is the second question. I don't have any pets actually. I do have family members that do, that I take care of sometimes at the family member's home, but I don't have any pets of my own now. And what's your favorite hobby? They said outside of ASMR. I mean, I love hearing what other people like to do. I am a dancer. I love to dance. That's definitely a hobby. I think also cooking probably would be one to a bit. Yeah, but dancing is my favorite hobby by a long shot. Let's see. Grace Elizabeth says, I am an older subscriber and I don't really have any questions, but I just wanted to say your channel is without a doubt one of my favorites. Your soft-spoken videos never fail to make me relax or fall asleep. And she says a lot more sweet things. Thank you so much. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, thank you. And then Lucky just says, I'm an older subscriber. Anna says, I was your 15,000th subscriber. How awesome that you saw yourself click it and it went to 15,000. Thank you. Question 1. What was your most favorite video to film? Oh, I love that question. Okay, my favorite video, I think it was my castle theme. This is in the very beginning of when I started my channel. I did like a castle theme, so I tapped on things that I thought you might find in a castle. That's my favorite. And then what is your favorite ASMR trigger? For me, it's fast tapping while someone is speaking. So if they're tapping on an item while talking, that's like my favorite type of video. Or like, I guess the other type would be like if they're doing hair brushing but like faster. I don't really like really slow. If they're just like talking to someone, just like having a conversation. Tara the ASMR, if you're familiar with that channel, she has an amazing video where she's just like talking to a friend while brushing her hair. That's also one of my favorite ASMR videos. Question 3. What is the greatest gift you have ever received? And then he put in parentheses items. The greatest, like a physical gift that I've received. I have to think about that one. Okay, I know. I have received albums, like life albums, where I have a family member that put together like from when I'm young to now, and like each year I get, not quite each year, each phase of life, they put together an album that has pictures and writings, and it's like a scrapbooking. So it's really fun, and it's like it's an incredible gift, very meaningful, and it took the person a long time to put together. And this person made multiples for me, like throughout my life. So that's my favorite. And then, oh great, gave a couple recommendations. Thank you so much for all the videos I could do. Okay, this comment is like greatest comment. It's hysterical. Stab Gaming says, very old subscriber, like FBI old. And if you know what that means, you've been around for a long time, and I love that. I love that exchange. One of my videos in the very beginning was an FBI theme. It was like a female FBI agent, and so I was like tapping and scratching on all things that I thought would be like your stereotypical FBI female agent from like a movie, not like real, you know, so like cool sunglasses and like a red lipstick and stuff like that. So that's hysterical. I love that. You're awesome. Stop gaming. Anthony Bell says, I think I can consider myself an older viewer, and you've been my favorite ASMR artist ever since I've been watching you. Oh, I don't think there's... Oh, and you still are. I don't really have any questions to ask, but I wanted to tell you this. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Anthony. Thank you. Hi. This person is just called OK. Hi. Old subscriber here. First off, I just want to say that I'm so happy your channel has continued growing and how you've grown as an artist with it. Thank you. It was very nice to also seem to grow in confidence in it, because honestly, you deserve all the love. Thank you. Maybe a silly question, but I just wanted to ask if doing ASMR for a long time has changed you as a person in any way that you could think of, or maybe how it's changed your life. I love that. Let's see. It's changed my life because I mentioned earlier how helpful it is for some anxiety issues I deal with. So I would say that's the answer to that question. That is the way in which I think it has changed my life. But also, you know, it's changed my life because it's become a huge part of what I do regularly. Like I used to put out like 4 and 5 videos a week. I've had to dial that back quite a bit to 1 video per week because I gained like a second job that was pretty much full-time on top of a job I already had. So I'm not able to do this often, but it's been a huge part of my life for the last 4 years or so, 3.5, 4 years. Yeah, and it's really blessed my husband and I, because we do get some finances from it, which, you know, I never imagined that. Like I thought, oh, maybe like, you know, get a little bit of something from it that could help us out, but I never imagined actually getting to make some money that actually like kind of, it like really helps us. Like it depends on the month and such, but like that's been a change for us. That's been a huge blessing. Yeah. Let's see here. Caitlin T. Hello, I'm an older subscriber. When you did your room tour, you showed all of the baby items. Do you have a baby? If so, congratulations, and how old? I don't recall you ever talking about having a baby, so I was quite surprised when I saw it all. Thank you all for the amazing videos. First of all, thank you so much. I did answer this in the first video in detail, so I'll leave it at that. It's actually the first question I answer in part 1. So I'm going to just leave it there. But short answer, I do not have a biological child. So you kind of got to watch that video to understand that. Okay. Okay, so Sela Turkel. I'm an older subscriber when you're at 10k, and I've always wondered where you were from because I can never put my finger on your accent. Okay, so I did answer this in the first video again in detail, but I'm from the United States, and this is not my real accent. So sorry if that's a surprise to you. Go ahead and watch that other video because it will explain in detail why. And yeah, this is actually not how I speak on a day-to-day basis. The mystery. Let's see here. Again, I had someone ask about children. Okay, Amanda R wants to know why I haven't uploaded as frequently in the recent months as I have in the past, so I just answered that. Due to gaining a whole nother job on top of like I had a part-time job and this that I did, then I got like almost 35 hours a week job on top of those things, so it got a little bit too crazy to be able to do as many videos as I was in the beginning. Oh, Amber says, are you gonna do a what I got for Christmas? Yes, I am. Good question. I am going to tap and scratch on the things that I got for Christmas. And my husband said I could do one for the stuff that he got, so maybe the guys might be more interested in what he got. Same thing, another person asking why I didn't post as often, so there's that. I'm glad I'm answering that. Oh my gosh, this person, Olivia Nolan, has been with me since 700 subscribers. absolutely crazy to see how much you've grown. So proud of you in this channel. No question from me, just wanted to spread the love and holiday cheer. Yeah, Olivia, that's so awesome. I'm so excited about that. So, you know, I watch a lot of YouTube channels and I feel like a connection to the people making these videos because I've watched them for so long. And so it's like cool to know that you guys feel that connection to me also. I just think I know the feeling you have, you know, like I know, like we are connected. Like I feel that mutual connection with you. Snow says, I'm an older subscriber and I want to know if you will do another table only tapping and scratching, and if you will do it on New Year's. That's a great question and idea. I have been considering that for some time now. Doing a video where I'm just tapping and scratching on this table, and actually I did plan on filming that this month. It's something I've been wanting to do, so that's a good reminder. I hope to do that. It won't be out by New Year's because for me today, New Year's is just a few days away. So I won't be able to achieve that, but let's see. Oh my gosh, we're actually we only have 2 more people. That's great. I thought, I wasn't sure like how many it would go. I'm literally going through all the questions. So if you asked a question, it's being answered. Sarah Rios, first of all, I love your channel and I am so excited to see a name here. Go check out Sarah Rios. She's got awesome tapping scratching videos where she walks through stores and stuff. Awesome. And she's fast, which I love. She said, what are your updated top 3 triggers? Nice. Okay. So did I mention fast tapping? Well, there's soft spoken, hair brushing with soft spoken or whisper, and my third is probably walkthroughs, store walkthroughs. I find that very relaxing when someone's just walking through a store and kind of like talking about items. What I would love is if people were able to talk while tap while they're walking through. And Sarah, who you're one of the ones I love because you talk about while you tap and walk through. It's for some reason I've only been able to find channels where people are walking through and talking but not necessarily tapping on the items. So you're actually one of my top 3 triggers because of that. And then lastly, the last question I have on here, it's by Let's Parchment It Up, yo. Great channel name. Why did you start ASMR and is it your only job? Love your channel. So again, so I have answered that. So I won't go into it again, but yeah, I did start it. I think I answered it in part 1. So if you wouldn't mind checking that out so I don't repeat myself. But gosh, thank you so much for loving the channel and thank you for your question. Guys, thank you so much. Again, if you ask a question past the point of let's parchment it up, yo, that's the last person that asked the question, it won't be in these videos, obviously. So maybe I'll do another Q&A in the future, but up until today, this is all the comments I have on this video. Yeah, still, you feel free to go check out if you feel like, hey, there's a lot of questions about you that I still have that didn't get answered. You might want to check the video out with the newest subscriber group because it's possible that even if you've been with me for a long time, I put out a video that answered a question that you didn't get to see or something like that, or you've forgotten. So feel free to check that out too. Thank you again, you guys. This is a really special video for me because like seeing you say I've been subscribed from this point onwards, it's like, yeah, it's really exciting and really special. I'm really thankful. I wish you could see my face right now because I was like, my eyes are wide. I'm so like kind of in awe that we get to have this connection for so long. So thank you guys, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day and night.